Well, welcome back to the Steve Rob Show. Today we're going to have a Let's Talk, and we're going to talk about you. Yes, this video is going to be about my viewers and my viewers' input on a subject. And it's going to be about all these things here, and it's going to be about talking about other YouTube channels. So let me take my coat off, sit down, let's have a talk, let's have a Let's Talk. Okay, so let's get into it right now. Okay, today's topic is going to be about YouTube stickers and doing YouTube shoutouts. Guys, if you've been watching my channel from the beginning, you will soon realize that, yeah, when you first started on YouTube, you have no idea what you're doing. You're just trying to make the best out of a bad situation because, you know what, it's not easy to do. And I've been very fortunate over, just over a year ago, I contacted 6 people from YouTube. And these are all friends of mine. Some have YouTube channels and some don't. Some are just commenters that I have known for, like, guys, we're going back over 10 years. And I said, look, can you help me out a bit here? Because you know what? I'm the type of guy that sometimes says the wrong things, does the wrong things, but I'm very stubborn-headed sometimes where I won't budge off some stuff. And so what I did was, I said, how about if I just send you a question every once in a while and you just give me your feedback on it and, you know, let me know what you think about it, right? And one of the questions was, when you're a viewer, you guys are watching this YouTube channel now, and you could see that, you know, from time to time I mention other YouTube channels and I'll mention their stickers and I'll show their stickers and I'll put a link down below to their channel and that kind of stuff. And guys, I quite enjoy doing that. And I will do it more and more, you know, as I go on. And I will probably never stop doing it. But I also like to do other stuff, like building and, you know, and making a Let's Talk and this kind of stuff. And, you know, so it's not all strictly just channel shout-out stuff. But this is what we're going to get into right here. I really don't expect too many people that have YouTube channels to have much of a comment on this because, you know, yeah, it's kind of a delicate kind of a deal here, but for those that don't have YouTube channels, I'd love to hear your input. And I'm going to tell you the results of the feedback that I've gotten from my friends that have told me, you know what, buddy, them shout-out stuff ain't doing it. All except one person said, yeah, they really don't mind that shout-out thing, and they don't mind watching a video like that. And you know what? What it comes down to is it depends on how, you know, the video goes along when you're mentioning somebody. But generally, 5 out of the 6 said that when they see a video and it is strictly about shouting out another channel where they just show their, you know, their channel sticker if they have one, and mentioning their name kind of a thing and a little bit of what they do. And, you know, some people might mention 5 people or, you know, less or even just 1. But they don't really like them videos. And is it effective? Guys, I just want to use just some general kind of input that I see. And sometimes if you do a shout out on YouTube for somebody, yeah, it can be very effective, and I love helping out other channels. To me, I don't care if you have a big channel or a small channel. You've seen my playlist. I mention everybody from Eric the Car Guy with 1 million subscribers down to, you know, somebody who has just started out. And I quite enjoy helping people that just start out. But to tell you the truth, generally, depending on what kind of a format you have on your channel, it doesn't really work across the board. Because take, for instance, you have a cooking channel and you do a shout out for somebody who has an automotive channel. Well, guys, they are so far opposed that a lot of times I really don't think it's very effective. And you know what? I have to agree, you know, with the people that I've asked to help me out a bit. And if the channels are quite similar, you know, like a cooking channel recommending another cooking channel or something, yeah, that's fantastic, and that does help out a lot. But, you know, when you think of it, I'd like to hear your feedback. What do you think about it? Do you like watching a YouTube channel when the main theme of the channel on what they're saying that day? Because a lot of people don't do constant shout outs. But if you see a YouTube video and it's strictly about shouting out other channels, do you like that? You know, does that appeal to you somehow? Or would you rather, you know, you see somebody build something, or even somebody like me talking about the subject? But yeah, it's kind of a tough call. But, you know, when I look around on YouTube and I look at all the people, that you can only gauge success by the amount of views that they have and the amount of subscribers they've captured. And guys, I don't see all them big, huge, successful channels constantly shouting out everybody else. I don't see it. There is the odd exception here and there maybe, but generally, no, I don't see it. I don't see them just doing constant shout outs and showing stickers and all this. No. Guys, that just doesn't seem to be the way it rolls. It only usually see this between small channels like myself and other small YouTube channels as they try to grow their channel larger. But this video is primarily about my viewers. And what do you think when I'm doing a shout out for, say, somebody? I mean, I usually don't do a shout out the same way as other people do. I realize that. But, you know, generally when you're looking around other YouTube channels and you see somebody that's, you know, doing the mail call and they're, you know, they're showing a sticker and talk a little bit about them. What do you think about them kind of videos? Do you like them videos? You don't like them videos? Because I know all my viewers that have YouTube channels are going to be very curious to read in the comments what you think. And I think it's great to involve the viewers in a subject where a lot of times they're at the other end of the camera just listening. They're not inputting. And I think this would be a great opportunity for you people that are just watching the video to have a voice. Most of us, we're probably never going to change what we do. But it's always nice just to think about what the viewers like to see. Because you know what? When it comes down to it, yeah, it's going to go in the back of your mind and you're going to think about it a little bit more. And I have myself. You know, I have thought about it as well. And you'll see on my channel in the future, like I have been doing in the past, I'm doing probably a lot more fixing stuff and building stuff and that kind of stuff, because I enjoy that as well. And a YouTube channel is always evolving. And for me, when I first started out just doing reviews of other YouTube channels, for me, that was a way that I could give back to them terrific people that made YouTube videos. Starting off with Eric the Car Guy, my first guy I started watching on YouTube. And, you know, I've mentioned all these people, and, you know, that's a way that I can give back somehow by, you know, just saying like a little bit of a thank you for, you know, them making their videos. And I thought that's just great. But when you watch YouTube videos, yeah, you don't see people with 300,000 subscribers putting stickers out and doing mail calls and this kind of stuff. So I think it's primarily for just the small channels like myself that we just like to interact with each other and promote each other. That's all we're doing, is promoting each other. And a lot of us just do it like I am, just as a hobby. You know, like I'm not that serious on this stuff, guys. Like, I mean, for me, it's just a hobby. I put out a video, you know, twice a week usually, sometimes less, sometimes more. But yeah, it's just a hobby. But I think it's always good to have some feedback. And I'm, you know, quite humbled by the experience of having 6 people who are quite knowledgeable. And some have like pretty big YouTube channels. And they have given me some fantastic advice. So I think that's pretty well it for the day. It wasn't a very controversial let's talk. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. And I'd love to read the comments and the opinions. And you guys feel free to always, you know, leave a comment on my channel of your opinions. Feel free to express yourself. I'm a person that believes in a lot of freedoms, so you're welcome to share yours. Thanks again for dropping in. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back again. Let's have some more fun, guys. Cheers.